this thing. But it's so cool to see all you guys here. My goodness, we have some faces I haven't seen for a long time, and some faces I'd love to see but are not seen here, which is okay too. We're so glad you're here with us. So yeah. I guess this is it. We're going to start now. So this is perfect. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. This is such a cool experiment right now, and just coming together during a really challenging time. Obviously, we're all going through it, and most of us are in lockdown. So we just really wanted to meet, I think, Michał, right? To see your faces and just show you that we're here for you. We want to come together as a community and figure out how to volunteer together in some way, or do something during this time to keep ourselves, active, and also to stick together and see how we can grow through this thing. So yeah, Michał, you want to have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I'm just super excited about seeing all you guys, and yeah, it's really how I have imagined all this. And it's the famous Beth, for example. I'm so happy to be here.
The famous Beth, yeah. Beth is
famous Beth. I've heard so much about you, so much.
Beth is from a farming family. She's right there waving in the middle here. You can see her maybe. I'll unmute you, Beth. We're going to go around.
Hi.
I think we'll go around and we'll just start introducing ourselves to everybody. So I will try to introduce you one by one, I guess. Maybe you could just tell us your name, where you're from, why you're interested in agriculture, and also during this time, if you'd be excited to work with us in some kind of DIY projects or starting our own gardens. So just kind of go through. I'll start with Beth. What do you think, Michał? Is that a good way to go?
I'm just so sorry to put you on the spot, Beth, but I think you're ready.
You're ready, I think.
No.
Right.
Sure.
I'm just really, really happy that everybody's here. And yeah, so this is the procedure. We're gonna just first get to know each other and probably talk one by one about ourselves. So on my end, I'm Michael, Michał, if you want to pronounce it in my foreign language, which I encourage you not to do because it's pointless. But you can look at my name. This is how you would pronounce it in like with English letters, I guess. And I'm very passionate about I guess many things, mostly languages, but also agriculture, communication, and so on. And I can't wait to hear about you guys and about your projects and everything. So
super cool introduction, Michał. Thank you for that. I totally forgot to introduce myself. Obviously, I'm Sky, and I started this whole mission about 5 years ago. And it was really fun. And I'm joined now. Michał is my co-partner in this initiative. And Johan is his birthday. He's our other co-founder and co-partner. And we've just kind of been working as much as we can to bring people together and connect them to the resources they need to learn and all that good stuff. So as you've seen, maybe if you've been on this journey with us online or seen some of our updates. And also we have some alumni here, which is so cool. From our, we have Lena here, and we also have Christoph. And I also believe, who else is here? Yeah, that's it. So we have some alumni from our last summer. We did a really cool project, a farming project in Poland, and they're here with us today. So we're really honored. So Beth, it's your turn. Go for it. Introduce yourself. And if you guys have any questions, please write them on the side in the chat if you want to say something, and also raise your hand if you really want to say something at this time. So, and then we'll unmute you guys at the very end and we'll have a nice little chat. So Beth, hi.
Hi. Yeah, we're all figuring out how to use Zoom like in a hot minute.
It's very true. Yes, it's
like if you haven't done it before, you're gonna know now.
Yeah.
My name is Beth. Sky and I have been friends for, I don't know, since dirt was invented, so a long time. And I live in Michigan, which is in the middle part of the United States. My husband and I, we have 3 kids. And we live like sort of in a suburban area, but we have kind of sort of a homestead at our house. And then we also have 25 acres that's maybe about 10 minutes away. And that's more like a wooded area. So we have a blueberry patch there with maybe like 75 bushes. But in our backyard, we have solar panels and we have a water catchment system. We're just starting our seedlings, at this point in Michigan, it's still pretty cold. So we've started some seedlings, but they're all inside. What else? My husband builds chicken coops as a side hustle. So he's actually outside right now building chicken coops.
Yeah.
You might hear it. I don't know.
And you guys have been in sustainability for a long time, actually. Ever since I've known you, you guys have been practicing sustainable principles and preparedness and kind of preparing for a time like now that we're in. So we're very fortunate to have you in our group, Beth. Thank you so much for being here with us, because you have a lot of wisdom to share with us, and especially about self-sustainability, which can be helpful in this time when we have no idea how long we're going to end up without, what's happening. So it's just nice to know how to be prepared. So thank you. Does anybody want to raise their hand and go next? I'll unmute you. Raise your hand and let me know. This is a big experiment for all of us. So
yeah.
So
very quick words from me. With my family, since a very young age, we have been practicing sustainability, especially from the old foods, making new soil for the trees. But anyway, it was always because my mom is originally from Austria, and Austria is considered one of the first countries that they took very seriously sustainability. Something I'm very inspired and where I can help. Two things. I had a conversation with a friend today that there's people that believe that we shouldn't reproduce more children, so growing the population. But the idea is not to stop making kids, but learning them and educating them how to be more sustainable. And it's a fact that our world can take more population rather than decreasing it. It can even increase if we all act on the basis of the concept of sustainability. Yeah. So
cool.
I really believe on the concept. I'm kind of watching you around, guys. I'm interested to help the project. I'm not the engineering, but I can be the creative mind and connecting you guys with running business-wise. I have a master anyway in innovation entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur so myself, and yeah, I'm looking to get involved in more sustainability projects. So business-wise, I'm on your side, and I would like to help more.
Thanks, Giannis. Thank you so much for sharing that. Really nice to meet you. Okay, so anyone next? Anyone want to go next? You can raise your hand.
For those who just arrived, we just like a quick intro about ourselves, just like a couple of sentences. Why are you here? Why are you passionate about agriculture? And yeah,
where you're from too. Where you're from, just so we can kind of all meet each other. It's so nice to see all your smiling faces, guys. Wow, this is really cool. This is so fun, especially I'm like, I don't know how long you've been in isolation, but after day 7, this just warms my heart for some reason right now, like to see this happening. So thank you for being here. Lena, please.
Okay, so I'm Lena. I am 16. I am from Poland. And I met Michael and Sky at the Warsaw Humanity Expo. And it was like a really changing point in my life, because from then I became a vegetarian and I get really interested in agriculture and everything, and I just want to learn more. And we were also together at the Erasmus project in Poland, and it was also great. So it's a really quick introduction, but I'm just happy to be here and meet all of you.
We're so happy to have you here, Lena. Really, you're going to be an awesome leader on a project soon for sure.
Thank you.
Your own garden. So, all right, Chris, why don't we hear from you now down there?
Hello, I'm Krzysztof from Poland. Okay, so I'm from Poland. I met Sky last year on the Erasmus project next to Warsaw. And I really liked cooperating with you and with Michael, who was the coordinator of this project too. And that's why I'm here, because I really like this guy.
Thanks, Christoph. He was so awesome. Christoph was amazing. He helped us do all our videography. He brought a drone in to help us with a lot of our social media. So one of our things that we're really trying to focus on right now is also empowering youth and figuring out a way to get youth involved in agriculture, So last year was a real experiment in that, to figure out how we could connect youth with our methodology and how we could connect youth with the experts and with our community. So that's why they're here, which is so awesome. So thanks, Christoph. Now, Chris.
Yo.
Hey, how's it going? Nice
Oh,
to
it's good
finally.
stuff, man. I've got my garden face on. We've been digging over the well, giving up the lawn.
Oh, nice, nice. What a good activity. Sound like the
Yeah,
weather's been
the
good.
kids have been they've been digging away all day.
Oh man, how many kids do you
That's
have?
good. That's 3.
Oh, Beth as well. Beth has also got 3 kids.
I'm just going to go into, and this is kind of our living room.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, cool. He's got the garden all started, seedlings.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
the kids they've got the toys in the corner over there somewhere, and then yeah. So we're not really in isolation down here. We've got plenty of company.
And, yeah, that's true. That's true. Always nice, like your own little forest, you know. Hey, Nate.
Yeah, so
I think he's
we're
here.
doing a lot of upcycling. We're doing a lot of recycling. We've got now all the shops are shut, right? So where are you going to get your stuff? You know, you can't go out and buy compost. You can't go out and buy seeds. You can't go out and buy pots. You can do nothing.
That's true. That's true.
We can't go to the recycling centre either. So all of the stuff, like all of the milk bottles, the Tetra Pak, egg boxes, that's all becoming our seed trays. We've made a greenhouse from old plastic bottles. We've got, loads of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Awesome. Nice to know.
The kids are having fun. It's kind of like, Blue Peter on steroids, really. It's fantastic fun.
I've heard that from Beth as well. She also has been trapped at home with her kids. I'm not sure if the word trapped is so pleasant, but it is a little bit like this, I'm sure, right?
If you've got a garden, then you're not trapped. You can do so much, and the kids are having fun. They're really getting creative, and now they want to make a living vegetable castle. That's their dream for this summer. So we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
Creative. I want to see that transpire. Can we just all watch that transpire with you? Would love that. I mean, I don't know how long we're going to be in isolation, so this could be a fun project to watch.
See how quickly the beanstalk grows.
That's great. That's great. Well, thanks for joining us here, Chris. I mean, Chris is also really, if you want to share with us at some point in this conversation, I want to get some more introductions in, but you're doing an amazing work, and you're really also a leader, I think, that would be great to connect with in our community and help us guide us in different projects. I think during this time, I'd like to see if we
coming up on Friday, so
perfect.
I'll let other people have a good word now, good introduction. But I've got a big presentation coming up on Friday. I'll post details on Monday.
Oh, please do. Yeah, we'd love to tune in for that. That's great.
It's going to be a big online event on Friday.
So, JC, I'd love to hear from you if that's cool. You're sitting there looking, just like so patient and wonderful since the beginning. So
we just came in from outside. It's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, you've got yourself a nice glow about you, like a nice sunshine, some sun kisses for sure.
Well, I like what I've been hearing so far. This is wonderful. You've made quite a bit of progress in the past 5 years. Amazing.
Yeah.
So I've not had the privilege of meeting Sky or any of the rest of you, but I'm definitely in it to win it in a sense. I've uttered the phrase in the past that I would have nothing to do with agriculture, and I'm proven wrong every day now because here we are. And I got started in biomedical engineering, pre-med, wanted to be a doctor. I mean, everyone thinks they want to help, right? You got to figure out how you can help. So it wasn't biomedical engineering, it wasn't medicine, it wasn't molecular biology, and it turned out to be horticulture. But I am the engineer, though. So I'm not the guy who studied plants all their life. I love those people. But I try to just kind of fill in the gaps and bring critical knowledge and technical expertise to solving these kind of multidisciplinary challenges and all of that. So it's been fun, especially since I founded a small consulting firm, because the more I read into things online, the more I looked out there, the more misinformation I found. And it's very, very important for us making progress in this movement to not have failures or discouragement. Nobody should start a farm and then lose money and fail. It tells their community this was a bad idea. We can't let that happen. So it actually comes through critical technical knowledge that normally, not to blame anybody, but it normally comes from technical salespeople who want to sell something. So therefore the answer to the problem is what they sell. They're just pressured into saying that.
Totally.
And so I don't sell anything. And that's been enough to get trust from people, to get word of mouth and keep moving forward. It's just exploding. That's why we're so busy, Sky. But I'm really curious what's happening on other sides of the world and how we can all get involved in each other's lives and make a difference.
Thanks,
I'm all ears. Let me know.
Great. Ah, this is awesome. This is so cool to have you. Thank you. And thank you for that awesome sentiment, because, really that's why we started this as open source, was the idea of agriculture shouldn't be this products and services. And I see everyone's trying to monetize it, which is very, market driven, but now the market's maybe tanking, and maybe we're going to all have to shift our way of living a bit. We don't know where that's at, but it's just nice to know that you could have a resource for the layperson to have some new incentives and some new ways to get involved, and also a community backing them. I think this is the first step that we're doing right now, is creating community so we can kind of try to start projects together. We can't volunteer right now, unfortunately, so that's all come to a halt. So we might as well start doing something together, and we'll figure that out as we go. All right, so then who wants to go next? Anybody wants to go next?
Hello, my name is Sadak. I'm from Morocco.
Hi, Morocco. Hi, Morocco.
Yeah, happy to join you all. Well, I'm interested from a long time about agriculture, and also my major specialties is artificial intelligence. So from a long time, I was doing some projects on agriculture system IoT, like self-watering system and stuff related to soils and plants, to make an embedding system that will it will care for the plants. And then I was just randomly browsing work away, and I found Sky. So then I dive into the agri hub culture. Voila! Why I think it's a good opportunity for, especially for Africa, because here in Morocco we have this people don't care about agriculture more than and even if they have a land, the most majority of land in Morocco are good for agriculture. So they are instead making it for buildings, and they making it for spreading the city. And this raises the problem of why not to combine the two.
Right.
We have already the soil there, and why not to bring the agriculture into the urban environment.
Right. That's
So,
very true. Yeah.
yeah, and just the fact that there is no one interested in this in Morocco give me the motivation to raise the initiative and say why not in Morocco.
To be a pioneer. You're a pioneer in your own place. So are these.
Thank you. Yeah, and I want to learn from you how you started, and the different aspects of this thing, and hopefully to make it in Morocco.
Yeah, well, we're hoping on making that happen for sure. That's the whole purpose of this
Thank you.
group, is to figure out how to get resources and going. And also, Lena and Christoph are from Warsaw, and I think they could also tell you at some point in the future that there's not much. There's a big agricultural community, but maybe not so much among the youth, and also not so much ag tech really going on. So there's a lot of untapped potential in a lot of markets that are not. I mean, you see the United States is a huge market. You see Australia. You see parts of Europe also becoming big markets. But a lot of these underdeveloped places, in some ways, or like forgotten places, just are not have like the energy that we could bring to them and get them growing as well in new ways. So yeah, we're hoping to highlight that too in some future conversations. So let's see who else here. Nain, you're on board here. Nain is one of our amazing. I'm just going to call him a co-partner at this point because he's been working on the project so hard as well. Do you want to say something, Nain?
Nice to meet you. My name is Nain Canales. I'm from Honduras,
Nain.
in Central America. I just turned on the video.
Yay! There he is, Nain.
I was looking for a new opportunity in the agriculture topics, and I couldn't find SkyFarm as a organization that we can provide us the opportunity to share some skills. I will be charged of that create the application for SkyFarm, as you can see.
He's been working on our app right now, which is so great. We're so thankful for him. Developing technology to help connect people to the resources they need. That's important. Heart.
Yes.
Miko in your heart.
Okay.
And Nain, we so appreciate you being here. Nain is also, as you can tell, we have a lot of international people in our group, and we encourage that. We've been working with Erasmus and the EU Commission as well. So we're really encouraging a lot of like multidisciplinary and also multicultural exchanges. And so we do have people from all over the place, which is really amazing. So thanks, Nain.
I forgot to mention, guys, I'm from Lebanon, so that's represented.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
Lebanon.
Amazing.
Great.
Okay.
I think, was that Khalil Gibran? Am I thinking he was like
yeah.
Yes, I love Khalil Gibran. What a great, like Sufi mystic.
So, hi everyone, I'm Ken. So, I'm originally from Melbourne, Australia. So, how I've ended up in a big cold city like London, I do not know. But I grew up loving nature and the natural sciences. So, because Australia's got so much wilderness and national parks and all that kind of stuff. So coming to London has been a bit of a deprivation, but has been inspiring in other ways. So I'm kind of pretty much involving because I'm a digital specialist by trade, I guess. So I've worked for quite a lot of large corporates in Europe, whether it's retail, finance, or telcos, being a digital lead, and currently in pharmaceuticals. So I thought I'd pretty much join to assist where I can. But like everyone else, been housebound for the last kind of 3 to 4 weeks. I've been sick myself, so I've been house arrest a lot earlier than everyone else. But yeah, no, getting through it, and I think it's fantastic that we can all get together via kind of webcam today to kind of meet everyone and kind of get through this together. So I think it's fantastic. So yeah, that's my kind of background.
That's awesome. It's so good to see your face. Like some of you guys I've actually only been talking to digitally for quite some time. So yeah. I think this situation has a silver lining. Also, people have been talking about the silver lining, which is so good. And this is like, we get to see each other now, which is so perfect. I love this, really. Yeah. So
well, nice to meet you all.
I hope you feel better, Ken, too, for sure.
Oh yeah, I've just recovered actually. So no, it's a good timing. But
do you have any agricultural projects going on in your own home or flat or anything?
I've actually got, well, honestly, I've got a lot of aquariums. I've got about 8 aquariums. I'm not sure about agriculture, but I've got a lot of fish tanks.
What about aquaponics? Let's get some aquaponics systems.
I've been looking into that. So I'll probably convert some of them across aquaponics, yes. Ooh. So it's getting there. But I've got one tank here, but I've got quite a few. So it's a bit of a hobby of mine. So,
well, if you ever want us to like, jump in there and just like, get your
convert
space
them across.
For you, yeah, we'll do it for you.
Sounds like the plan.
Yeah, great. Awesome. So.
Hi. Yeah, I haven't said hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so my name's David. I'm from Colombia. It's nice to meet you all. I live in Hamburg at this moment because I'm doing my master degree here. It's a Master of Politics, Economics, and Philosophy. And I met Sky almost a year ago, virtually again, like through Workaway. It didn't work out between us, like I never stayed at his place, but I found out that we were interested in the same topics, and we have stayed in touch ever since. Right now, I'm working alongside Mikhail on the mechanisms to see how we can improve the fundraising for the platform, and even like seeing through possibilities in terms of economic sustainability for SkyFarms. So that's entertaining. I'm kind of working on that still. I think I'm going to get more time to work on that, especially during this quarantine. So hopefully we can get this done together in the next weeks. And yeah, my background is of economics and political science, so I don't know much about agriculture, but then in time I have realized that sustainability is basically a key point if we want to change the way in which our society lives. And if anything, the revolution is going to happen in terms of food. Food is actually a connecting mechanism, and SkyFarms is based on that. And I found that to be very inspiring, and that gives me passion. So I'm hopefully willing to learn more from you guys. You have a lot of different degrees and a lot of different experience. So I would be more than glad to learn from you guys, to learn from your experience, and hopefully share this connection together, which is the most important thing.
Totally. Yeah. Awesome, David. Congratulations, everybody. David, the future CEO of SkyFarms. So well done, man. Thank you for that. That was great. You're so amazing. And yeah, I think right now the connection is probably the biggest currency we could exchange.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, thanks, David. Yeah. So, Michał, I'll let you say something from here on out. We're at the 30-minute mark right now, so we have about 10 minutes, and I expected this. I expected that we would have a fair amount of just introductions today and stuff. And mostly we're just trying to drive some more connections in the group, particularly. Bringing more people in, seeing your faces, I think just brings a little bit more a different dimension to what we can do. And
yeah. Yeah, so the situation that we're facing right now is what it is, but it's also a cool opportunity to maybe do something around the house, like meaning gardening, like maybe trying to grow your own food in order to supply yourself in times of change or whatever is going to come. So the idea for this meeting would be to meet all of you first of all, but also if you already have a working project or you want to start one, please contact us later on, because we want to empower you and support you however we can. We have our AgLuminaries, our experts. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, if you have a project that we could help you on, that would be our pleasure to help you. And yeah, if somebody already knows that he would like to get some help from us, you can say so now or hold it forever.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the biggest thing would be amazing if we could all, if you want to commit to this, that's great. But I started seeds today. I don't know how many other of you guys would like to commit to some small, obviously Chris has got his in-home garden going on in there.
Keeps the stuff going on here.
Yeah, you got a whole, you guys going to be ready for sure if everything's closed down for a while. So I just think that it'd be fun. You know, we're all most of us are really locked down. And so today I can tell you starting this garden was so fun, just the seedlings. It was just fun to be in the earth and working with something small. So if you guys would like to start a small project with us, it could be fun to just do that as a group. And maybe it's just even a pot with some seeds, and if you've never grown something before, or maybe it's something like as big as a DIY project that we could explore together. We've posted one of them from our foods on the volunteer page. So it looks like kind of complex, but I'm actually excited I think I want to try that one. But I don't know if anyone's got any really good building expertise. You could build your own hydroponic system maybe and show us how that works. Could be a fun project. A lot of us have a lot of time, so I'm thinking, like, wouldn't it be so cool for us, like we're all here together, to maybe work on just one small step forward in just growing something as a small commitment, you know, like just planting a seed. So if you guys just think about that and let us know. Go ahead, JC.
I love that. And I love the approach of making it a community thing, because not everybody needs to go through all the trial and error and fail and waste time and resources and all of this. Just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
Some of us don't have as much time necessarily, but we have every nook and cranny and room and corner full of plant systems here.
Yeah.
So a quick anecdote for inspiration if anybody needs it. I used to be a carnivore. The German diet, bread, meat, and cheese, maybe cabbage, right?
Lena as well. Lena was also, I think. Yeah.
We've got 6 types of peppers right here, and cannabis in the other room, and a bunch of microgreens, and tons of lettuce, more than we can eat, and herbs and microgreens. Yeah, this is less than an hour a day. And some small investment that's probably less than going to the movies twice a week for a month.
Oh, please share that stuff with us. Please post some pictures on our Facebook page, on the volunteer group. It's this is the thing I want to encourage, is that let's start sharing more of what's going on in our lives now that we're kind of here together and we're meeting each other. You know, like Sadak, you know, you said you want to start something in Morocco. You don't know where to begin. Maybe show us a space inside your house, or if you have a little space outside your place, like oh, see here, JC's showing us. There it is. Beautiful. Lovely. Yeah. So that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll figure out a way to organize it, but I think, you know, just think about it, everybody, if you want to start something and just start to share each other's product. Wow, JC's giving us the full tour. It's awesome. Yes. Okay, so we know our expert. We know our expert that we're going to turn to right now. We know the guy who's going to help us build like really cool systems for sure. This is great. Wow. What an honor.
It's about having fun. And then you eat better and live better and share the skills.
Yeah, and the creative process of growing is so fun too. Just watching something from a seed grow into something you can eat is a really fun process. Wouldn't you say, Beth?
Absolutely.
I think you've seen that. I mean,
I love to eat. No, I mean, I love to grow. Also eat.
But you guys produce, how much of your own food do you produce on your farms?
It depends on the time of year. I mean, in the summertime, we produce probably 75 to 80% of all of our fresh stuff. Wow. We don't grow grains. We don't have that, but And then we preserve a lot of it for the rest of the year. So
Yeah, if you have extras and stuff.
Nice.
So.
we grow enough, you know, so that we can preserve it for later on in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just have one more thing to say before we go, is that obviously agriculture, the coolest thing is that it brought us together. Like in the history of agriculture, it changed our, you know, we built a civilization out of agriculture because it brought us together and got us to connect and work together. So I hope that's what we can bring out of this group. And I just appreciate all of you guys being here.